Welcome back to the Ruff and McNeil Show. Well, over the years, we've had some funny things that have happened right here on this very field. And Pirate fans remember 1991. They've seen it on the blooper highlights all over the country for the last 20 years or so. Brian Bailey got kind of a big shock, didn't he, Ruff?
Well, you know, for Brian, and I like Brian, I was glad it happened to him. No, I'm just teasing. But it was the funniest thing. That's one of the things, the first thing I saw when I got back. Somebody showed me the clip, and boy, what a hilarious time.
It really was. The cannon got Brian Bailey. Then, let's see if it gets him now. Reenactment number 2.
Number 42, fire in the hole.
The biggest game in Pirate history turned out to be one of the best. The Pirates score in the final minute, go for 2 and make it, and beat the Panthers at Ficklin Stadium today.
Before there can be a cannon redemption, a look back was in order, as sportscaster Brian Bailey joined the ECU ROTC cannon crew to relive that moment from 20 years ago.
I've heard that it scared people before, and now seeing it in person, just seeing the reaction, now being able to relive this moment with them, it's just going to be an awesome time.
You got to realize that we hadn't had any success in football hardly in a long time. The first bowl game was like in the 60s, so this was 1991. It was a dream season. Pirates had just beaten Syracuse. The place was packed, but the Pirates weren't doing that well that day. Pittsburgh had the lead most of the way, and the place was jumping on that last drive, and the Pirates scored a touchdown. They had to go for 2 for the win. They did. And it was just a pandemonium for sure in the stadium. I was trying so hard to concentrate on what I was trying to say in the stand-up that I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was trying to block out all the people, block out everything. And as soon as the last word came out, it beat the Panthers at Ficklin Stadium. When I said the word today, the cannon went off, and it scared me to death.
Sometime later, a copy of Brian's Folly was sent off to a company that produced blooper tapes.
And on the commercial for that VHS tape, it came out during Christmas. That cannon blooper was on as part of the advertisement for that thing, the commercial. So people saw that, people bought the tape. My parents bought me a copy of that tape. And later on, it became one of the best 50 sports bloopers of all time.
And in that 20 years, the cannon has become an important tradition for Pirate football. And it's a job the cannon crew takes seriously.
If you've ever been to a home game, you can tell every time they score, they want to hear the cannon. Teams from other schools want to hear the cannon. Everyone just loves the cannon.
But what's a job without a little fun? Locked and loaded, 20 years later, Brian Bailey tries to get it right.
I'm scared to do it.
All right.
You ready?
Go ahead.
The biggest game in Pirate history turned out to be one of the best. The Pirates score in the final minute, they go for 2 and make it, and they beat the Panthers at Ficklin Stadium today. Golly, dang! It's still loud! Oh, dang, go! That's a one-take deal, brother. I ain't got anything left. Hey, go! That was loud!
Appreciate everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's 20 years ago. That's a young guy who was really concentrating on his stand-up and got scared to death by the cannon.
I'm Brian Meador for the Ruff and McNeil Show.